Good evening, LTL Nation, and welcome back to the 7-minute breakthrough revolution. So, how alive are you on a scale of Earth to orbit? You know about your potential. Why are you so afraid to own it? You spent your whole entire life testing out the waters, but the shore that you're still on is exactly where you're drowning. Tonight, the talk's on growth, and I've been asked to be inspiring, so I made a little challenge of my own to keep this whole talk rhyming. See, I've come to find in pressure a treasure, a reason to get better. Because we've got to self-develop, or else we're left behind. We have a choice to either sell out or make the most of our own time. There's a story about a country that sets a great example. It's a Japanese philosophy that challenged the impossible. It's something they call Kaizen, a philosophy and movement. K and Zen. Explain it? It means continuous improvement. Hiroshima, Nagasaki. 130,000 people vanished. The Japanese were crippled but saw hindrance as a challenge. The country that got nuked is now the most advanced on the planet. Then there's a story of the lobster that outgrows its own shell, hides under a rock, sheds it off, and starts growing one again. See, it's these times of stress and pain that stimulate our growth, like the phrase, no pain, no gain, that every bodybuilder knows. If you want those muscle gains, you gotta get those muscles sore. Now, you've gotta understand that every coin has got two sides. Everything has a yin and yang, so let's keep external effects aside. See, what stands between you and growth hides mostly in your mind. You might not even know about it, for the mind easily deceives, but the things you think you cannot do, they're just limiting beliefs. So I'm about to share a story that should get to prove my point. It starts with 5-year-old me breaking this old joint. The doctor had put it in a cast and said he got it fixed. 20 long years later, my arm still looks like this. You see that? At the time, he told my parents he could break it again and fix it or leave it as it stands. It won't affect me much, I just won't excel at sports that need both hands. But see, my parents never told me this. They said, looks is all it seems. 10 years down the line, I captained my high school's basketball team. I became a free diver, a scuba diver, and played every sport there is, an adrenaline junkie, a bodybuilder, and a basketball coach for kids. But see, if my parents had told me, I probably would have believed that all the things I got to do were things completely out of reach. See, the only limits that we have are the ones we set ourselves. Fictions of the mind that lock potential in some cell. So, in conclusion, growth is a coin that's got two sides. The pains and pressures of the world and the limits we design. If we decide to cherish the first and set all those limits aside, you will get to quench the thirst of your body, soul, and mind. So I urge you to read more books and run out of your comfort zone. Talk to strangers, hang out with kids, and don't waste your time at home. Explore and experience everything there is and turn every single stone. Don't forget to play and don't be afraid to dream. You have everything it takes, so take yourself where you should be. And remember that you're never too old. Remember that you're never too late. And remember the words of William Hensley, whenever your world gets shaked. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. So that was my talk, but before I leave you, I want you to understand something that's happened here between the lines. Because usually every one of us gets to see the end result of something beautiful, of something amazing, something new. But you don't realize that a lot of work, A lot of effort has been put behind the scenes. And that's where the magic really happens. That's where growth truly exists. It's not the final result, it's what you put day in, day out. There's a lot of things involved here. I'm standing in front of a crowd, probably. I'm going live. There's nerves and there's more to it. There was a lot of preparation. Growth happens behind the scenes when no one's watching. That's when you grow. That's where you have to go after it and search for the incredible and the impossible. That's where you do it when no one is looking. So guys, this is my talk for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tune in with the rest of the coaches during this week for their amazing insights and input. And as always, go to our Facebook page, Life Talks Live, or our website, lifetalkslive.com. Hit us with your feedback, your questions, your stories. We would love to hear everything that you've got. Thank you very much, LTL Nation. Have a very blessed night. I will see you next week. Take care. Over and out.